Los Angeles Chargers. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free. That's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20.
You got to love it, baby. Give us a look.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Now Greg Zerline on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Chargers 0. Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Pollard going to try the right side.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Kaiser White on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Chargers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A give to Elliott. And he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Chargers nothing. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
A short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On play action, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. First down, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Bring it!
So Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer there to make the grab. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
28, Chargers 14. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Michael Landon, check 19 line. It's going to be a long jump.
Back to throw here. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
Eckler.
Chargers.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Check 50, check 50.
Eckler again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chargers 21. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Elliott not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.